Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I want to just kind of sit down and be like 100% real with y'all. I have not felt like filming these last few days. I really didn't even think I was going to film today because I have been so under the weather. I've been so sick for the last few days, and honestly I know it's because I completely stressed my body out. I went to Tokyo, so I flew from Charlotte to Dallas, Dallas to Tokyo. And so that's, I think, like 16, 17 hours of flying. I was there for 3 days and then flew back. Then I had to work. Right after that, I went and flew to Germany for 1 day and then flew back. And right after that, I had to work. And so these last couple days, I've had a few days off and then I go back to work tomorrow. So my body has had it with me. Like, it is so fed up, and I have felt it. But this also made me think, like, this is the perfect opportunity to kind of explain to y'all why you get sick all the time and how to avoid it, and like my best tips on how to avoid getting sick, or once you are sick, how to get better really quickly while traveling. Okay, now before I begin, I do have to say this: I am not a medical professional, so before taking anything or doing anything, you do need to talk to your doctor. But these are my best tips for what I do for myself on how to get better fast. So a few reasons as to why you might be getting sick when you are traveling is: 1, you're breathing recycled air. Majority of the air on airplanes is recycled, so it's just keeps floating and floating around. Well, number 2, there's lots of germs. So all these germs are now floating and floating around on the recycled air. So you might have people that are working that are sick, you could have passengers that are sick, or just random people that you're running into that are sick. A third reason that you could actually be getting sick is flying is really stressful on the body. Traveling a lot of times is really stressful on the body. So when your body gets all that stress, it naturally wants to get sick. So you have to do a lot of things to either avoid getting sick and help boost your immune system, or once you are sick, ways to kind of bounce back really quickly. Because I know nobody traveling wants to be sick. It sucks so bad. So now that you understand like what your body's going through and why it's getting sick when you're traveling, here are my top tips on what to do and how to kind of help you through everything. So I know this should be obvious, but because your body is under so much stress, it is not good to stress it out any further. So I do not recommend that you work out when you are sick. Working out is stress on the muscles, it's stress on the body. So it is actually not working in your favor when you are sick. It is making things worse. So do not work out. Really just take some time to rest and recover. Now, my number 1 thing that I think is to stay hydrated. It is so important to stay hydrated when you're sick. The more liquids and the more water that you have pumping through you, the more toxins and everything that you are pushing out, and that is so useful. I can't say this enough, but it is important to stay hydrated. And I know you're like, duh, Kat, but really we forget that all the time. I know we all think like we drink a ton of water in the day, but most of us don't. Now, another thing is, if I'm trying to rest and sleep, which if you can take like a whole day to just sleep, I highly recommend it. Now, something to help me whenever I'm feeling under the weather and I really need to go to sleep but I'm having trouble sleeping is melatonin. I will take a melatonin, which is like a sleep support, and knock myself out and try and catch some Z's. Now, I will say, like, melatonin makes you like tired in probably like 20 minutes after you're taking it. And so you can definitely like wander through, like it's not like a sleeping pill or something. So it's best to lay down, relax right after taking it, and kind of just ease your body into sleeping. So drinking lots of water and taking melatonin, I think, are awesome. Again, don't take this if you're on other medication, and you do need to consult with your doctor before taking anything. Some things that I do like to do to help kind of like boost my immune system, and honestly, I swear by this stuff. I really swear by this stuff. And I don't know why I haven't taken more of this, because I've only taken one of these in the last few days, and which is really stupid of me. I had to go get more, but I rock with this, and that is Airborne. So Airborne comes in kind of like a package like this. I prefer the berry flavor. And I also like the tablets that you just put into like liquid and it dissolves. I do know that they have like chewable tablets and stuff, but this is like stuff that helps boost your immune system and helps you make make yourself kind of feel better. And honestly, like, I love this stuff. My husband loves this stuff. When he was going to Germany and his friend was sick, we sent him over with some of this stuff for his friend, and then he took it and then he ran out. Then when I went to Germany for that one day, I brought some more with me. Like, that's how much we rock with this. Like, as a flight attendant, this is my best friend. As soon as I start feeling like, oh no, here we go, I start taking this. And honestly, like, I know that some people actually like this stuff right here, and I'm sorry this package is wrinkled, which is Emergency, which is another immune system boost. And this one's like pink lemonade, and like the flavor is not bad. And I know some people really, really love this stuff. And not to say that I don't like it, but I know you can only take like one a day, or you're only supposed to take like one serving a day. And I know Airborne, you can take up to 3 a day. And I have looked at the ingredients difference, and I do prefer Airborne to Emergency. But some people really do like Emergency. They like the way it tastes and everything like that. So some people will recommend this to you. But to be quite honest, I rock with my Airborne. So that's what I do. Some other tips when you are on airplanes, which I have said this one before, but again, hand sanitizer. Bring hand sanitizer with you, because yes, there's soap and stuff on the planes, but I just think it's always good to have this with you, especially if you have like a neighbor who is coughing and stuff. It's just good to have hand sanitizer. Another pro tip that I do have, especially when you're on the planes, is one of these, and it's like a little spray Lysol. And the reason I like this is because the tray tables and the armrests and things like that, there are cleaners on the planes, but it's like short notice. They have to get on, clean, and hurry up and get off. So that tray table sometimes does not see a wipe in a while. So I like spray Lysol with like a napkin or a paper towel or like a tissue if you have it on you, and kind of wipe everything down, or just get like a Sani wipe or something. But I highly, highly recommend doing something like that just to kind of clean up some of the germs around you. Again, I know it's really hard to prevent getting sick, and I know when you spend a lot of money on plane tickets and a lot of money on trips and hotels and everything like that, when you are sick, you don't want to cancel. I understand why people still fly when they are sick, even though it does suck. And I do understand from a worker's perspective. You don't want to call out, you don't want to get punished, you don't want to get the points and everything like that for calling out sick. So I get sometimes why you're ended up traveling when you aren't feeling at your best, but these are some of my tips that I recommend. It's just really hydrating, really resting, kicking your feet back, and try to de-stress. Take a bubble bath, take whatever you need, and just really let your body relax. And so just simple stuff like this is kind of like my best tips to you on how to recover quickly. And again, Airborne and water. Airborne and water are my like go-tos. Okay, so I really hope that you enjoyed this video and learned some really interesting stuff. If you have any tips for me, please comment them down below. And if you did like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. It means a ton to me. I post a lot of tips, tricks, travel secrets, especially flight attendant stuff. So if that is stuff that you are looking for, please press that subscribe button. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to drink a ton of water and relax before getting ready for tomorrow. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.